What's up, guys? Alex of Baseball Cards AF. If you guys are familiar with the channel and you've seen this box before, you know I just got back from a card show. So, without further ado, let me just show you some of the steals that I got. I spent about $25 total on everything. Drop me a line below. Let me know how you think I did, because I think this is one of the best card show hauls I perhaps have ever had. I'm going to start off with the left stack and kind of work my way down. This first stack here is going to be starting off with a second year Manu Ginobili card. Manu Ginobili is like my favorite NBA player of all time, so I had to pick up, this is definitely the oldest card of his that I have. I'm hoping to find a rookie of his later, but we'll see. But yeah, I had to snag that. And speaking of firsts, Donruss Classics, I think, was around from like 2000 to 2004 maybe. But 2001 was the very first pack of cards I ever bought. My dad and I went to Walmart on a Saturday. Not that it matters. But we were just kind of walking around trying to kill time. We picked up a wiffle ball set, bottle of Coke, and then he said, let's buy a pack of baseball cards. And these are the ones I picked out. And I was really, really happy to find one of these cards at the card show. I unfortunately had the cliche story of my parents threw away my baseball cards, so all the cards that I had from that first pack are gone. I know I did not have a Bud Smith, but since it was a Cardinal player and it was from the very first set of cards I ever bought, I had to pick this one up. So this one is the gold variation, numbered to 585. So first product I ever bought, Donruss Classics. Really, really excited that I was able to land this one. Got some unique cards here. These Silver Flake speckled Fleer Future with J.D. Drew and Mariano Rivera. Pretty cool. And then I was finally able to land a Dakota Hudson autograph, adding that to my Cardinals autographed and relic collection binder. Pretty excited about that. A gentleman had a stack of Stadium Club from this year. As you guys know, I opened up a little bit of that, but I didn't really buy much of it. I opened it for a other card shop. But yeah, I had to get this Ozzie Smith doing the backflip in front of Cooperstown. Cool that it was a chrome variation, so it was a little bit extra on it. Really, really dug it. Now, I'm going to let you finish, and you better stay to the very end. But Baseball Cards AF has the best baseball card channel of all time. And by that I mean that is my interpretation, my impression of Kanye West on this historic television event where he interrupted Taylor Swift at the VMAs. I watched this live. I couldn't stop saying, I'm gonna let you finish, and I made all the memes when I was younger, and I saw this card and thought it was incredible. So I had to pick it up. Got a Mike Matheny rookie card. Dig it. Speaking of rookie, we got an Andrew Miller rookie card. I'll take that as well. Speaking of rookies, we got Big City, Matt Adams. We've also got Verlander, a PC player of mine. I finally picked up one of his rookie cards. It says Topps 2005 first year up on the foil, if you guys can see that. And speaking of other rookies, I finally was also able to land a Clayton Kershaw rookie card. And it happened to be in this incredible design of Allen Ginter from 2008. So that's not even the biggest hitters I've got. This is a pretty big hitter that I picked up for $1. Paul Goldschmidt, Bowman, first rookie card. Look at how young Goldie looks there. Pretty cool. And then last but not least, you guys may know the greatest of all time is MJ. You know, Duncan, Mr. Air Jordan himself. But he also knew how to swing the lumber. And I finally got his 1990 Upper Deck baseball card. So, had to snag that. You know what it is. Lost my train of thought. You guys get it though. You guys can appreciate it. Let's move on. Next stack here is just a bunch of singles that I got. Really excited about them. The top of the stack here is Panini Leather and Lumber from the Leather and Lumber set. I'd never opened up any. Actually, the first time I'd ever seen them was going to the card show today. But found this awesome Lumberjack Paul Goldschmidt. It's got like a wood kind of texture to the card. At least from what I saw, all of the cards were some sort of die cut. This one I thought was cool because it looked like a forest, and he's just hammering away on his axe. So, pretty cool. There's the Goldie of that. I also picked up Trevor Story, the baseball bats variation. I'm not sure what these are actually called, but that's the baseball bat design that Leather and Lumber had. I got this awesome Acuna Jr. I can never say that correctly. Naturals. Not only is this a nice, just vibrant looking card, the die cut just adds a little extra to it, and then that wood texture, just really, really cool. And last but not least, I've got two more. Goodness gracious, I almost jumped the gun on the Leather and Lumber show-off train. We've got Shohei Ohtani, the Knothole Gang, also that textured look to it, and then we've got Verlander, benchmarks, strikeout leader 5 times. So there's what those look like. Really, really excited to pick some of these up. Got 5 of them. I think I did pretty good. Speaking of die cuts, I try to collect any Cardinal die cuts I can, and this one I actually didn't have. I went on eBay at one point and just kind of bought all the die cuts I could possibly find. I didn't know Stadium Club had a die cut option, and I didn't know Adam Wainwright had one of those Stadium Club die cuts. And this was from 2016, so there's what the back looks like on that, but pretty cool. Pretty sweet. So speaking of Stadium Club, I had to pick up the awesome Aaron Judge that I had pulled on camera earlier for Rock's Dugout, but didn't actually get to keep it. So picked one up for myself. Then we've got Jose. Thank you, Lonely Island. If you guys haven't checked out that album and that Netflix special, check that out. The unauthorized story of Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire, pretty entertaining. We got some miscellaneous Cardinal cards next. Got a team leaders with floating heads. I hate the design, but I always pick it up if I see it. And then we got some more Ichiro to add to my Ichiro collection here. We got Pujols and Ichiro, the All-Star Rookies trophy insert there. Pretty clean looking. Another Ichiro. This one looks a little bit more like almost like gallery. And this card, I wanted to explain why I picked it up. For one, it says St. Louis Busch Stadium, April 4, 2007. Cool, awesome, kind of a headline thing. And this is actually Carlos Beltran. At the time was on the Mets, but later would play for the Cardinals. So I thought it was pretty unique to have Carlos Beltran, who was a Cardinal, in a Mets uniform, but it says St. Louis up on the card. So kind of a unique combination. I'm not sure where I'm going to file that, if I'm going to put that in my Cardinals binder or if I'm going to put that in my non-uniform Cardinal players section of my filing. Anyway, we've got 2 Stan Musial cards. One is U.S. Navy, and this other one that had some awesome design features with the baseball stitches, and it's symmetric. Pretty cool. And then these Logo Man cards. We've got Honus Wagner. We've got McClutchin. Stan Musial, of course. We've got Albert Pujols. And we've got Ichiro. So there's a whole set that I almost bought because I think it was an entire set. I think like all 50 were there. But each one of the Logo Man were kind of painted a little different. The Ichiro is the best example for the cards that I picked up, but they kind of did the team colors and whatnot to show off the MLB logo, which I thought was pretty cool. But really cool set from 2010 Topps. So if you guys have 2010 Topps laying around, it's a pretty cool insert set to try to pick up. Got Edgar Renteria from Upper Deck. Just really liked the way this card looked. And then we've got a lot of Bowman Platinum. We got Ozuna, Mad Max. We got Flaherty. We got Stephen Piscotty in his A's uniform. We've got a really cool Randall Grichuk from a couple Bowman Platinums ago with the Cardinal logo in the background. And then we got a numbered Magikarp 88 of 250. I wouldn't have picked up this card. I would not have picked up this card had the numbering been any different, but my favorite number is 8. So having the double 8s for the serial number for this one, I had to pick it up. And last but not least, I was talking to one of the dealers at Oliver Sports Cards, and I said, hey, do you have any minis? And he said, yes, I hate them. And I said, well, I'm the man you're looking for. I'll take all of them. I'll take all your minis. And then I didn't realize he was talking. He also had these, which I picked up a couple, but I don't really collect these ones. You know me, I usually collect the tobacco minis. So I got this stack for $1. Most of these are, $1 cards, honestly. Like this one was pretty clean. This is Kerry Wood, played for the Cubs. Mountain Gorilla from Ginter. These ones I'm not a huge fan of, but he wanted them off his hands, so I picked them up. So these were from Golden Age, Panini Golden Age. Really fun product, kind of the poor man's Ginter. Charlton Heston, that was pretty cool. Amelia Earhart's Plane. Ernie Banks, thought that one was pretty cool. Bucky Dent. Cadillac Ranch. And then these are some of my favorite designs for these minis, like of all time. Ty Cobb was my favorite one I picked up from that. Roy Halladay, also really, really cool. But yeah, and then we've got these other ones that he wanted me to pick up. He had about 300 of these like smaller ones. Not a big fan of them, but I picked up some of the players that I actually liked. Got Verlander, Halladay, Musial, and then you guessed it, Verlander again. So, all of that for about $25, somewhere around that number. I did some trading. I got rid of a bunch of stuff that had been collecting dust. So all in all, I probably got about $40, $50 worth of stuff for about $25. At least in my opinion, and I think the pricing was right on pretty much everything. So, how do you think I did? Like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know some of you really like these card show off videos, others not so much, but I enjoy doing them. So, anyway, without further ado, you guys know the routine as always. Till next time, see ya.